Let's stay in the courts but take you to Bloemfontein now, where the High Court has dealt a blow to the National Prosecuting Authority's case in the Free State asbestos matter. Judge Phillip Loubser found that the way in which the NPA extradited Moroadi Cholota back to South Africa was done in an unlawful manner. She had been the former PA to ex-Free State Premier Ace Magashule. Loubser said proper procedures had not been followed, as the Justice Minister should have led the process and not the NPA. Despite this setback, the NPA believes the judgment has no bearing on the main asbestos trial, which gets underway tomorrow. Here's Newzroom Afrika's Juniour Khumalo with that report.
Tears of joy inside the Bloemfontein High Court on Tuesday for Moroadi Cholota, the former PA to ex-Free State Premier Ace Magashule. This after the court found that her extradition from the United States of America was unlawful and that the South African justice system therefore has no jurisdiction to try her in relation to the Free State asbestos corruption matter.
The extradition of Ms. Cholota from the United States of America to the Republic of South Africa is declared to have been done unlawfully for want of a valid and lawful request for her extradition by the South African executive power. Secondly, this court does not have the jurisdiction to try Ms. Cholota on the offences she is charged with. Cholota, you are free to leave.
In his ruling, Loubser relied on a Supreme Court of Appeal judgment handed down last year. In that judgment, the appeals court found that the power to request an extradition was vested in the Justice Minister and not the NPA. As such, Loubser said the High Courts ought always to be instructed by the superior courts. He lamented that despite the appeals court judgment having taken place a mere 2 months before Cholota's extradition and the NPA having been aware of the ruling, a similar mistake had been committed, with the executive not overseeing the request to have her brought back to South Africa.
The acting director of public prosecution of the Free State Division of the High Court, on behalf of the National Prosecuting Authority of the Republic of South Africa, on 11 January 2022, in the certificate on behalf of the Republic of South Africa, she declared that she was authorized to make requests for the extradition of people sought for criminal prosecutions.
Senior State Prosecutor Johan Dination had in his closing arguments requested that the court disregard the argument around wrongful procedure in the extradition process. According to him, such arguments had not been set out from the onset by Cholota's legal team. However, Loubser said the plea of unlawful extradition was grounds enough to also consider procedures followed.
If something was done unlawfully in the extradition process, that wrong can never be cured by a failure to plead same in the special plea. After all, it was at least pleaded that the extradition was unlawful.
Speaking to Newzroom Afrika after Loubser's judgment, Cholota's father revealed that the family will be pursuing a civil claim against the state.
It has affected us a lot, but it will give us a little bit brief so that we must start planning forward what's going to be the next step. As she was willing to study further, that is what we are going to pursue against the NPA, that she must go back to school and they must carry all the cost and the wasted time that they have managed to bring us on daily basis on this court.
The NPA maintains that it still has a strong case against the rest of the 17 accused in the asbestos matter, despite Tuesday's setback. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo at the Bloemfontein High Court.